E3 here, embodied, empowered, and just as I am, just as the situation is, I am ecstatic. It's interesting, sometimes people ask, not me, but, well, people have asked me, they say, are you spiritual? It's a very interesting question. So my answer, I don't say this out loud, but if somebody says, are you spiritual? Part of me wants to react laughing out loud, hilariously, thinking, left side of my face has been like getting paralyzed. I'm trying to swallow right now. Part of me is thinking, well, I am physical, I am emotional, I am mental, I am spiritual, I am energetic. So yeah, it's interesting how sometimes we have these labels. So thank you everyone for who is here. So like, I could see a lot of what's happening. Like, what are these live streams anyway? What is Facebook? What is WhatsApp? What is Oculus Rift, virtual reality? What does Facebook have to do with Oculus Rift? Oh yeah, they own Oculus Rift. What does Facebook have to do with WhatsApp? Oh yeah, Facebook owns WhatsApp. So, and also Instagram. So I see a lot of what's happening on the planet as far as we're pretty much all slaves under the technology corporations. So I can see how they're trying to bring fear into the world and limit people's potential. So what I'm trying to do, to the best of my ability, is use my pain, use the brain cancer, use the fact that I'm quite literally in the hospital right now with needles in my arm. And I'm trying to use the current technologies to bring love to my own life and to the world. So these same technologies that quite literally create fear in people, distractions. Why do you think they call it Instagram? I don't know if it was conscious or not, but it's like a gram of cocaine or a gram of drug, Instagram. And then TikTok is just on a next level of that. So yeah, all of these technologies are here. The new world order is here now. It's not in 20 years when they have chips in our brain. They're pretty much here now. They have digital currencies, which they're excited to have. But I truly believe that now we have the most powerful opportunity in human history to make positive shifts in the world. So these technologies that are here, we can actually leverage them. So I'm doing my part here. It's been a hard few days. 3 nights ago, literally, I was screaming in pain all night long because the morphine was not strong enough. The Dilaudid, which is stronger than morphine, was not strong enough. And it felt like the whole lower body was going to get paralyzed. It's still feeling like that, but it was really strong a few nights ago. And not just paralyzed, but the extreme pain in the legs, in the body, in the head. And so that was 3 nights ago. And then 2 nights ago, the same exact thing. But again, I'm trying to swallow, but the left side of my throat is like turning off. But yeah, for me personally, the dreams in my heart are still here. So quite literally, being close to death a few nights ago, the most pain I've had in the past 1.5 years, and I've had 4 head surgeries. But every single time, the dreams in my heart are still here. I want to help people. I want to bring love to the planet. I want to help people reconnect with their creativity inside and be an example of creativity. Like, I have so much training in yoga, dance, music, art. I think I'm a great writer, but I can't type now because the left hand is not functioning. So, yeah, and also the fact that I have brain cancer, I really believe I can fully heal. So I'm praying for healing, and I can inspire other people to make positive shifts in their life. Oh, so that's part of why I do these live streams. Because the live streams, for me, they could just be a distraction like anything else. But I do them not because I want to or I don't want to, but because God put me in this position. I'm already stuck in it, quite literally in the hospital in extreme pain. So since I'm already in the pain and challenge, why not use it for something good? So that's what I'm up to here in the hospital. Oh yeah, what's the title of this live stream? Forget. Something about, the Death-Rebirth portal. I don't know. Using the current energies to create something beautiful. So maybe all together we can do a short practice. And I'll show you how I do it. And then you can do it in your own way. Actually, there are different ways. Here, let's do the first way. First. So let's imagine what's the worst possible scenario that could happen. What's the worst possible outcome in your life? And in the world and together. So then we can imagine, I'll do this for my own life, imagining the worst possible scenario I can possibly imagine. And then the next step is saying, okay, I accept that possible reality. And even in that possible reality, I am going to stay connected to my heart. I am going to create something beautiful. I am going to bring love to every moment to the best of my ability. I am going to work with God and with the universe to transmute this situation into something beautiful. So that's the first part of the meditation. We'll imagine the worst case scenario, and in that worst case scenario, can you be at peace in your heart? Can you calm the mind? And not just that, but what would you do? With the limitations, what would you create? So I know this is kind of an interesting exercise, but that'll be the first way we do it. And then the next part, we'll do something different. So first, before we do that brief meditation, if you'd like to join me for the E3 affirmation, normally I would lift the left arm up, but see, I'm trying as hard as I can. This is my left arm. I'm using all my willpower, and it hurts so much to even try, but I don't want to lose more function. So anyways, so that's all I could do. So normally when I say the third part, I'm embodied, I'm empowered, I am ecstatic. I love to reach my arm up, but I don't have the tripod right now. Well, actually, it's next to the bed, but it would take so long to set it up, and I have to call the nurses. So anyway, I'm not going to reach my arm up, but let's do the E3 affirmation. And the whole point of the affirmation is just to be present. It's just an affirmation. It's just a tool. But we'll use the tool to focus the mind, cultivate positive energy, maybe even a smile in your heart. We'll come into instant meditation. And from that meditation, this requires courage, this meditation. Imagine the worst possible scenario. We're not manifesting it. We're not visualizing that we want it to happen. But just visualize. It doesn't even have to be the worst, but it could just be something you don't want. Visualize, okay, this could happen. And if it happens, I am going to stay in my heart. I am going to stay in faith. I am going to use my energy to create beauty in this exact situation. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, what we're doing. Okay, so let's start with a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good, and then we'll do the E3 affirmation, nice and slow, with the intention to ground, to center, and to connect with your heart, and then we'll come into the meditation. Okay, let's begin. I'll say the affirmation and I'll pause after each part where you can repeat. Okay. I am embodied. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am empowered. Actually, I'm going to put the phone down because I like to lift the arm up. Okay, third part. I am ecstatic, just as I am. Good, and then take a deep breath in. Feel that positive energy that you just cultivated. Feel it in your heart, your whole body. And then exhale and imagine you're grounding that love and positive energy to the earth, humbly asking the earth for support, protection, and connection. We'll come into instant meditation, calling upon your warrior god and goddess energy. Nothing can get in your way. You are protected, you are safe. You are a meditation master right now. You don't have to prepare, it's here now. So coming into instant meditation, cultivate courage right now. Visualize, what would the worst possible outcome be? What if that happened? And now I am here in this moment. And then from this moment, be creative and put out the message to the universe that I don't care at all what's happening on the outside. I believe in my heart. I believe in my connection with God. I believe that no matter what the situation is, I can attract miracles. Now I can manifest something beautiful from this position because I am connected with Great Spirit. I'm connected with love. And I have a beautiful angel support system right now. Okay, so for 3 minutes together, I'll be doing my practice in the hospital. You'll be doing your practice just as you are. And together, we're not gonna wait till tomorrow. Face this fear, let go of a little bit of the fear, and then call in creativity and visualize how would you respond to a situation that seems very challenging. Okay, so 3 minutes beginning now. Two more minutes. Keep on cultivating that warrior god and goddess strength and courage. Imagining the worst possible scenario and still staying connected to your heart, your creativity, your faith, and putting out the message to the universe that no matter what happens, I'm going to call upon my connection with Great Spirit, with my creativity, and I have the ability to practice real life alchemy, and I can transmute this situation into a higher frequency. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, beautiful. Take a deep breath in and exhale and relaxing the shoulders. And then in your own mind, tell yourself, good job, that was amazing. I'm so proud of you. This is beautiful. And any other message you want to give yourself for doing that, what could be a very challenging exercise that many people avoid, that you just did, so that's great. All right, awesome. So now, the second part is to do, you could say the opposite. So now for this meditation, and make sure it's very specific. Don't just visualize something for somebody else or other people or the world, but make it specific for you, because that's what's important right now. Your starting point, which is where you are. So now we'll visualize what is the best possible scenario you could possibly imagine. Like for me, it would be fully healing the glioblastoma, regaining function in my body, being able to create my music again, to be able to finish my dance training, to be able to continue my medical training as a doctor, to be able to continue my shamanic training with my shaman in Hawaii, to be a part of the new beautiful earth that we are creating, to write the many books that are inside of my mind and heart already, to share them with people, to share the art that I already have created with many, many people, to activate their energy field with my art, because my art is very activating in a beautiful way. So I want to share my art with many, many people around the world. Many other visions. So for me, that's an example of the highest possible outcome. From this exact position, literally in the hospital, in extreme pain, 2 nights ago, I didn't know if I would leave the body. That amount of pain, the lower body was getting paralyzed. So in those moments, not knowing if I would leave the body or stay. That was 2 nights ago. So from this position, if the highest possible scenario manifests, can I stay ready for it? Like, am I just gonna, what if I give up now? And what if the miracle is only 10 hours away? And all that was required after thousands of years of flying around in the cosmos is that on this night, I needed 10 more hours of faith and strength. So for my meditation, I'm going to be giving myself permission to move into the highest possible outcome of healing, of happiness, of prosperity. So I'll be doing that from my meditation. And from your meditation, see if you can stay connected with the situation you're in now, leading towards something very beautiful. Because sometimes in our mind we'll say, no, that's not possible. I can't do it. How is that going to happen? There's no way at all. So right from the beginning, we're already kind of cutting ourselves off from it a little bit. So see if you can stay connected. See if you could cultivate that warrior energy, saying, I have no concern at all about coronavirus, corruption, evil, darkness in the world. I don't care about that at all. For this meditation, I am going to stay connected with the love in my heart and the dreams in my heart, which nothing can destroy. So let's start with a breath, do the E3 affirmation, and then we'll come into instant meditation. All right, I know that's a lot. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's do our best. Okay, so we'll start with an inhale, filling up your beautiful heart with positive energy, and exhaling and letting go. Okay, so do the E3 affirmation nice and slow. You use your body. I'm sure you're not in as much pain as me. So if you want to, you can really open the chest. Like, put your body in an embodied position. Put your body in an empowered position. Put your body in an ecstatic position. You could be dancing now. You could be doing push-ups, squats. You could just be sitting comfortably. You could be laying down. You could be walking. Whatever you want to do, try to involve your body in this affirmation. Okay, let's begin. I am embodied. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic. And then take a deep breath in, breathe in that positive energy that you just cultivated. And then nice and slow, exhaling, imagine that you're grounding your beautiful mind, heart, and body with the earth's mind, heart, and body. Give yourself permission to energetically link up with the earth, humbly asking the earth for support, protection, and connection. Forget about instant coffee. This is instant meditation, coming into your own form of meditation. And then we'll do the second visualization where the highest possible outcome is already here. More is coming your way. And now your job is to ask yourself, can I stay in the energy of yes to this positive scenario that's going to happen in your life? So do your best to visualize what that would look like in your life, what that would feel like in your heart, what you would experience, and just keep on saying yes to it. Who cares how it will happen or when or if it's possible, but whatever you want, whatever you desire, whatever your dreams are in your heart, try to stay connected with them right now. And this is a very important and beautiful practice. So let's see if we could do this for 4 whole minutes, 4 big ones. And again, we're each doing it in our own way. If distractions or fears come in or doubts, keep on saying no. Cultivate your warrior energy. Like grab your energetic sword. Keep on cutting away those voices that say no, it's not possible, and any other things that come up. So cut away those voices, come back to your heart, and say yes to that highest possible outcome. Okay, so 4 minutes beginning now, and enjoy. Again, highest possible outcome in your mind, your heart, your body, your life, your finances, your relationships, every area of your being. The highest possible outcome is here. More is coming. You are supported. Miracles are real. They can happen. And now see if you can stay connected with that reality and really enjoy it. Feel a smile in your heart, in your mind. Call in the energy of I am worthy. This is going to be amazing. And any other affirmation you want to add to the meditation. So a few more minutes, stay connected with the highest possible outcome and feed that energy just as you are. A few more minutes. Give yourself this gift of feeding this energy. Then it'll carry over into your dreams at night. It'll carry over into the next day. Eventually, it'll become like a healthy addiction. Feeding this love in your heart. And then it'll create a positive loop. You'll have reinforcement from the outside, synchronicities, miracles will happen, support will come in. So good job in starting now. Okay, a few more minutes. Good, a few more breaths. Sorry, I lost track of time here. Good, and then give gratitude to that vision, that highest possible scenario. is quite literally a life form of its own. It has an intelligence. It's aware of your heart's desires. It's aware of your situation right now. It's aware of everything that's happening in your reality. And this highest possible scenario actually wants to support you. So imagine you're communicating with it right now, giving it gratitude, giving it gratitude for aligning everything in ways that your mind can't do on its own. This highest possible scenario is connected with the universal intelligence and with the earth. So we'll give it gratitude and then we'll let it go, trusting that you have initiated this connection and it's going to get stronger and stronger, the highest possible scenario. Okay, so good. We'll finish. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhaling and relax. Beautiful. Good job. So does anyone have any questions, anything you experienced that you want to share? It was a longer meditation than we normally do. I'm curious to hear what you experienced or what you felt. Just seeing who's here. Thank you, everyone who is here. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Anastasios. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Swami Kachara Nata. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you, Rush. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Lana. Wish I could thank everyone all day long. Thank you, Jesse, for your prayers and your friendship. Just looking through who's here. Thank you, Laura. Oh yeah, so this is the practice that I've been doing. Quite literally 3 nights ago and 2 nights ago, I didn't know if I was going to leave the body and not come back. I was screaming in pain in the hospital. I was trying to do breathing practices, trying to pray, trying to just surrender and be in the pain. But I couldn't control it. So the screaming was the only thing that helped me move the energy. They gave me morphine, didn't help much. They gave me Dilaudid, which is stronger than morphine, that didn't help. So this was all night long, 3 nights ago, and then 2 nights ago, the same thing. And not just the pain, but to feel the lower body getting paralyzed, not knowing if it was going to shut off, and the whole body was going to shut off. So that was kind of exhausting and painful. So yeah, it's a good exploration in those moments of extreme pain. Like where is the line? Like, do I have to fight for my life and endure the pain and humbly just go through the excruciating pain forever? Like how long do I do that for? So for me, I've come to the decision that I'm trying to be present as much as possible, and that's the goal. Like the presence, sometimes that will lead to being strong and enduring and being humble. Sometimes the presence leads to, hopefully it always leads to being humble, but sometimes the presence means that in that next moment, I have to use all my willpower and strength and courage and not 1 ounce of giving up. Sometimes the presence means I have to let go of any effort at all and humbly ask God to take over. So in those moments a few nights ago, literally not knowing if I would go into a grand mal seizure and the whole body would just shut off. So in those moments, just trying to be present. That's pretty much it. Actually, there were some moments of calling out to God and saying, God, please just have mercy on me. Like, I didn't come this far. Like, I don't know exactly what I said, but I was asking for mercy from the pain. Oh, and saying that I've tried my best. I've tried to be humble, help people, be a good person, be loving. I've tried, done everything I could, but I said, God, this is a lot for one person. Please have mercy on me. And if that means leaving the body, maybe that's my highest path. I'm not going to be in this body forever. So I'm telling God, if I need to leave the body, and maybe I'll just continue the work I'm doing, but on a different realm. It's kind of hard to talk a little because the left side of my body has been getting paralyzed. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's what I've been experiencing recently. But every single time I have these pain and challenges, and then there's a new day. So then I have to ask myself, well, what am I going to do? Give up just because I almost died the other night, or there's pain? Like, for me, no, they're the same dreams in my heart that keep on calling me of so many things I want to create, how I want to help people. And there's a lot that's not in my control with the body. So it's like, wow, what a beautiful experience. Yeah, I'm tired. But I love doing these live streams to share what I'm experiencing, and hopefully it could help some other people. I think we're all pretty much going through the same thing in our own way. I'm just going through an extreme example of a death-rebirth portal, but maybe you're going through one in your own way. It doesn't have to be physically death-rebirth, but especially psychologically. That's the thing I've been really kind of enjoying, like going through the psychological death and rebirth experiences. It is a interesting practice. Like, if you were going to die in 20 seconds, what would go through your consciousness? What would go through your mind, your heart, your body? Who would you want to talk to? What would you want to do? What thoughts would be running through your mind? All of these things I've been experiencing so many times. So I'm grateful for the practices. It's painful, but trusting that I'll make it through and heal. And these experiences can help me in ways that reading about it, or hearing it from somebody else, or just thinking about it, these experiences are very different. So I'm praying that I want to endure and be humble and positive, but what would be even more awesome is if I can be strong and endure the pain and be positive and heal. That would be really cool, because sometimes it feels like, wow, I'm just enduring 18 months every day, all day long pain, being humble, and then it just leads to more pain, more challenges. So this is where I think faith comes in. Like, I don't have control over much right now, but if my attitude can have an impact, I'm doing my best to have a good attitude. Because what if that was the one little thing that I needed that day to create the miracle? So I'm trying to do what I can. I'm just reading through comments. Yeah, it's fun meditating together, especially in this situation that we're in the world. Like, if we can meditate now and create these practices now, we can do it at any time. And what cool stories we're going to have to tell people in the future. Really cool stories. Oh yeah, financially, death, rebirth at the moment. Yeah, let's not forget about that. They say that that's been an even bigger issue than the coronavirus itself. The economic impact, which affects everything from all these lockdowns. So yeah, we're going through a lot in the world, financially and in all ways. No, I don't know. My portal is painful. I mean, even today, they had like 8 different people try to come in to put needles in my arms, and they weren't able to get it. So that was my breathing practice. And in that moment, I was trying to go through the death-rebirth portal and just breathe and trust that maybe I can endure a little bit of pain and it can help the collective. So I was trying to not be... there were a few moments of getting frustrated with the nurses, because they each told me, I'm the one who can get the needle. I'm good at it. And then they didn't get it. And then they'd say, okay, I know somebody else who has more experience. They could do it. I said, okay, no problem. This went on, I think, like 7 or 8 times. So my practice was in the middle of the pain, maybe a trillionth of the pain that Jesus experienced on the cross, or maybe a zillionth of that amount. So while I was experiencing the pain from the needles, I was seeing if I can stay calm and peaceful in my heart and my mind. I think that was one of Jesus' messages. In the extreme pain and violence and disconnection energy, he seemed like he was able to remain in his heart and in love, and he had compassion, not judgment or reactions against people who hurt him. But his first reaction was presence. And then the next step was to see how he can transmute those frequencies into a higher frequency. So I'm trying to do the same thing in my own minuscule way. But I think if we all do this together, no one has to see it. Like on the energetic realms, it has an impact. So all of us in our own way, in our own situation, we can bear our own cross just in our own way, you know, it doesn't have to be big. And then it'll have a positive impact for each other. And the cool thing is, you don't know what it will look like, but then once it happens and manifests, you'll know. So, oh yeah, that arm. Yeah, it's kind of paralyzed, so I have to hold the phone here. You could use this arm, it's no problem. Cool. So, the nurse is here now, so I'm gonna go, but I'll be back. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and I'll speak to you soon.